Have you ever wanted to create those super cool, mind bending photo manipulations, but thought you absolutely needed Photoshop to do it? Well, today I'm going to show you a hidden trick right inside Canva to create this awesome city on a leaf effect. It's way easier than you think, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to turn any basic shape into a custom cutout masterpiece. The best part is that everything is done inside Canva, so you don't need any complicated software or advanced editing skills. Just follow along step by step, and you'll have an eye-catching design in just a few minutes. Let's jump right in. First things first, open up Canva and hit Create a Design. I'm using the YouTube thumbnail size so we have plenty of room to work. Next, head over to the Elements tab on the left. We need a solid leaf graphic. I'm going to search for a basic leaf. Make sure it's a solid shape, not an outline, because that will give us the cleanest result later on. Plop that right in the middle of your canvas, and scale it up so it fills a good chunk of the screen. Don't worry too much about getting it perfect right away, since you can always adjust it as we go. Now for the fun part, building our city. Go back to your Elements search and type in City Silhouette. Pick one that looks detailed and drop it onto your canvas. Resize it so it sits perfectly along the top edge of our leaf. To make it look like a sprawling, organic metropolis, let's grab a few different silhouettes, or just duplicate the one we have. Shrink them down and layer them across the top edge. You want the bottom of the buildings to slightly overlap the solid part of the leaf. Mix different sizes and spacing to make everything feel more natural instead of perfectly symmetrical. Small adjustments here will make the final effect look much more convincing. Here comes the secret sauce. Select your leaf, hit the crop tool, and drag the top edge down just enough so it hides the overlapping base of your city, leaving only the buildings popping out. This creates the illusion that the skyline is naturally growing from the leaf itself. Take a second to zoom in and make sure everything lines up nicely before moving on. Now, we need to save this. Go up to Share, click Download, make sure Transparent Background is checked, and hit Download. Once that's saved, we need a blank slate. Delete all your city silhouettes. Select your leaf, uncrop it back to its original size, and drop the transparency slider all the way down to 0 so you just see a white square. Download this image too, but this time, do not check the transparent background box. This second image will become the base that our cutout effect is applied to, so it's an important step that you don't want to skip. Now it's time to put everything together. First, open the transparency settings again and set it back to 100%. Then upload the two images you just exported back into Canva. Having both files ready makes the next part incredibly quick and surprisingly easy. Next comes the fun part. Head over to the Apps tab on the left and search for Cutout. Open Image Cutout Maker, then choose the white rectangle you saved as the background. For the cutout shape, select the transparent city and leaf image you created earlier. Scroll down to Image, click Use Selected Image, and let Canva generate the effect for you. It only takes a few moments, so be patient while it processes. Once it's finished, resize the image here at the top until it fills the white background perfectly. If needed, make tiny adjustments so all the edges line up cleanly for the best possible result. Clear your two uploaded images, and in the Cutout app panel, simply click Add to Design. Then resize it to fit the canvas. Boom! You now have a flawless, single-layer photo manipulation of a city growing right out of a leaf. Scale it up, experiment with different backgrounds, add lighting effects, shadows, or textures to make it even more dramatic, and customize it however you like. This same trick also works with other shapes, like trees, mountains, animals, or even custom logos, so don't be afraid to experiment. And that's it, you're officially done. If this Canva trick blew your mind, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more design secrets, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.